What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Go YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the Sofi stock. I have some great information for you guys. Be sure to smash the like button so more and more people can see this video and find out more information about the Sofi stock. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's try and get the channel to 15,000 subscribers in the next month or so. I really appreciate the support, guys. The channel is, bouncing back extremely quickly. And yeah, guys, I look a little bit red today. My eyes are a little red, my face. I work outside. I'm doing labor here out in Florida. I do pressure cleaning on houses, roof cleaning, and stuff like that. But I still have a lot of energy, guys. I'll probably go to the gym after this video. I've been in the sun for like 10 hours. So I'm feeling energized and I'm feeling excited about the Sofi stock. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I was a little bit sad today because the stock was green. I'm trying to buy more of this stock now because the fundamentals are just getting so strong so quickly, and we're approaching profitability faster. So when these bears drop these nasty headlines, like they did 2 days ago, and we dropped that video for you, so many people in the comment section were taking advantage of that discount. I mean, it was insane. It was a gold mine. You guys saw, I'm not playing around this time. I'm loading up with you guys. I think I purchased like $7,500 in the fours, and I'm trying to get another 5,000 in the next 10 days or so, hopefully under 5. But the market is bouncing back because Dan Dolev came out, gave us great news. I would love to buy in the 5 or under 5s again, but you can't just be busting out $7,500 buys every week. I'm not one of these rich YouTubers out there like that. I'm out here working hard for my money right now because the stock market is so trash. So let's get into this video. Rambling a little bit, but we got some good information for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Let's go. All right, guys, we can see that every single index besides oil was up today. S&P 500, Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, small caps. That's what we want to see, guys. We saw these mega caps, Nvidia, Facebook, Tesla, Netflix. We've seen all of these companies basically almost doubled. I mean, some of them are on the way to freaking triple. Small caps, the Russell 2000 destroyed two and a half years, nothing, nada. 200 SPAC stocks under 50 cents. It has been a massacre, a bloodbath out there in these streets. We got SoFi 4.2% green, down a little bit in the after hours. Market cap still hovering about 5 billion. Volume 42 million. That's a little bit on the high end. And guys, I think we want to see, under 5s. If you got the opportunity, you just want to wait for the next, 2-3 earnings, because we're going to be rocket shipping off this planet when we turn a nice profit. But I got some exciting news for you today in this video. But first, we're going to cover a little bit of negative news. It didn't really affect the stock today, but let's get into it. So you can see here on my Twitter, I put some breaking news in the morning. The Wedbush analyst, I forgot his name again, D. Shayavarini, whatever his name is. I can't say that. I just butchered that. He put out a 2025 EPS estimates for SoFi after his downgrade to 250. This guy has downgraded twice. He's writing a new article. This is the third negative piece he's put out in 10 days. And, he's just going into, they said they'll post earnings of 25 cents per share, down from the previous of 40 cents. Current full year earnings, negative 18 cents. Also issued estimates for full year 2026. So the title says 2025. This guy's putting out estimates for 2026. Like, who the heck is thinking out that far right now? You don't even know what's going to be happening with SoFi for 2023. What is going on right now because of these student loans. I mean, this could cause a rocket ship, on our earnings in the last quarter, the Q4, okay? We just did a video yesterday showing you that, the student loans could start back up in Q3, possibly the last month. What is that? That's about September. The Q4 is October, November, December. So I'm going to show you guys, those estimates that SoFi put out for us. I already said that they're, raising guidance every single quarter by 20 million. So those estimates that they put out, which we could see, it started out at the prior guidance of 25 to 30% growth. Guys, I'm thinking that we could potentially be getting into the 40 to 45% range of revenue growth if the student loans are going to be starting before Q4, okay, we're going to be getting a big boost. There is a guy on Twitter, Data Investing. He does a lot of coverage. I follow him, and he is saying, he covers the entire 10Q. He knows the loan origination volumes to revenue and stuff like that. He's potentially saying that we could get $80 million boost, when we get back up to those, like pre-COVID type of levels for student loans. You got to remember, guys, I just explained this in the last video. SoFi is the king of student loans, okay? I mean, they do more revenue in student loans than some of these SPAC stocks that IPO, just that one business segment, okay? If you do the math, $80 million quarters, you're talking $300 million in revenue coming from one sector. And yes, we've had a delay for 3, plus years or so. I just want you guys to know, with the estimates that these analysts are putting out from this type of guidance, we could be absolutely demolishing these types of numbers, guys. And we're just talking revenue this this video, but that 80 million, that's going to bust you out another, massive profit in EBITDA. That's going to get you profitability even faster. Let's take a look at it. So we already know that I put out, 2.1 billion for normal guidance, just the way that SoFi continues to raise of 20 million per quarter. And that gets you to about 37% revenue growth. Okay. Remember, we were very underwhelmed when we saw that 25% on the bottom end, 2 quarters ago in Q4 when they put it out. Everyone was like, oh man, that was SoFi just protecting its investors, worst case scenario. So if student loans do start in Q3, the final month, which is September, I'm pretending that we get no revenue for Q3, okay? Q2, no revenue. Q3, no revenue. We're just assuming Q4, everything comes back to, normal. We're talking an $80 million boost per quarter, guys. That's going to bring us to, I just rounded it off, of course. I like to do a little bit of rounding sometimes to get us, more normal numbers. 2.2 billion in revenue. When you do, our revenue from last year, 1.54 billion, it was a really nice year, 50% growth. You're looking at another year of 43% growth, guys. That is hyper growth when you're talking, a company doing, billions in revenue, okay? It's easy to do 100% growth when you're a company, with 500 million revenue, billion revenue, a couple hundred million, whatever. 43% growth for a bank is impossible. So why should we be priced as a bank, especially if we hit with profitability? There's no banks out there growing 43% with profitability. There's banks out there growing, 10%, really, large banks growing 10%, and then they put their earnings down to, like 5% growth. But there's no banks out there growing 43%. And if you think about it, if student loans do come back full year 2024, and SoFi just maintains their other, business segments with the same growth is going to accelerate higher. Like we're talking 45 to 55% growth for 2024. So you're going to be talking about accelerating growth next year. That is absolutely insane, okay? The numbers are just a lot of, bogus numbers being thrown out there by these, Wedbush analysts. They just don't know what they're talking about. They're getting egos ahead of themselves because they want to prove their 250 price targets and stuff like that. So yes, guys, we're going to be talking about student loans soon because this is some serious stuff. This is not a fantasy any longer. It is happening. Biden has officially ran out of excuses. They ended the COVID emergency. We are looking extremely bullish. That's why I'm starting to get sad when I see the stock, go from, $4.50 to $5, in 2 days. I get sad, okay? I want to make another big purchase, at these levels, okay? It's just, your money gets tight when you make big buys like that, and you got to recoup your money. You got other things, I'm investing in my business, trying to grow my business, towards, more revenue and stuff. And that stuff costs a lot of money too. So I want everybody to be very cautious with their money. Once again, guys, go to bar charts. You can always check the puts and calls weekly, okay? There's some guys on here that, call me out, but, I know the updated, calls and puts. They're always talking about just a certain amount of numbers, but this covers everything, 4 all the way to $10. This is everything. This is accurate. So when you see these crazy amount of call options, somebody's on the other end of them call options, market makers, and, they don't want to be paying out, 213,000 call options with, 50% profits. This is usually where they pen the stock, near, the $5 range. So everything just gets wiped out. I mean, if you look today, anything over $5 calls didn't get any gains. Even with the 4% move, everything was a penny, 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 penny. I think like the 450s or something went up 40%, but those were in the money. So these are the times where you can take advantage of, buying shares at a discount because, yeah, we went up nice today, but I don't see the stock going much higher than, maybe 520 or something by Friday. Maybe next week you might move up a little and then sell back. It's all about what's going on here. But the good news is the next 3 weeks we got low call options, so the stock could potentially start moving up a little bit. Okay, so these are things to think about when you're looking for buying opportunities, guys. And there's some really bullish articles going out right now on Twitter. I mean, this snowball effect that SoFi is seeing with this bank charter, it is about to start happening. Okay, Dan Dolev smashing these bears, saying these loans are golden, high quality FICO, high quality users, and they're worth more money the longer you freaking hold them. Okay, that's the story behind SoFi's massive personal loan segment right now. Okay, they're sitting on gold. What they need to do is get these student loans back and make the technology platform Galileo, Technisys. They need to get it going and start signing some partnerships so that revenue growth can start exploding. Okay, they're doing a lot of testing, making sure that this is the right product for these bigger banks, these legacy banks, and the goal is to land top 3 to top 10 banks. Okay, we're not going to land a top 3. Okay, it's not going to happen. Those companies are, they're just too much ego. Once again, they don't want to partner up with a little fintech because it makes them look desperate. They want to just run through them or invent their own technology and stuff like that, their own backends, upgraded, whatever. We're going to land a top 3 to top 10 player. That is the goal. And once that happens, you're going to see Galileo accounts go freaking bananas because these banks have, hundreds of millions of American, users. They hold, the users. If you go back to SoFi's investor presentation, there's 500 million accounts up for grab. And right now, SoFi is heading towards 10 million. Maybe, 10 years from now, you get into the 25 to 50 million dollar or 25 to 50 million users and you got $1 trillion company. Okay, that could happen in the next 10 to 15 years. Trillion dollar company, that's a 200x from here. But you're gonna need users. You need 25 to 50 million users at least, to do that type of damage inside of the banking industry. Okay, so that's a long-term objective, but I still think this stock is worth a lot more. I mean, we need to get this growth back. I mean, this growth should be pricing in some ridiculous numbers, okay? 43% growth. If we hit that, I mean, you should be getting at least, 5 times sales minimum, not what we're getting now, 2 times sales, okay? That's a big difference. 2 times sales to 5 times sales, you're talking a 12 and a half, $15 billion company or something like that. And that's a freaking, double, triple from here, okay? So once again, guys, just showing you guys a little bit of news today. Nothing crazy, okay? We just got, student loans. Big type of numbers can put our growth from what we saw at first, 25%, all the way back up to 43%. You're telling me that that's not freaking bullish and that doesn't want to make you buy not just revenue growth with losses, revenue growth like that with profits, okay? The SoFi Bank is starting to snowball, guys, and I'm getting very, very excited. You can see my energy is high right now. I mean, we're talking 10 hours of work. We're freaking busting out YouTube videos. We're gonna go hit the gym. I mean, I'm feeling it, guys. I'm really feeling it. That's why I'm making these YouTube videos for you. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoy doing this video for you guys. Be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get this video to 1,000 likes so more and more people can learn about the SoFi stock and what amazing opportunity we have right now. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to get to the next 15,000 subscriber goal in the next 2 months or so. We are exploding very fast. We are seeing amazing growth in the channel, and I really appreciate the support, guys. We are bouncing back very quickly. Once again, I'm getting a little bit sad because I cannot personally take advantage of this stock right now at this given moment. I'm looking to make some buying opportunities next week potentially, and you guys can look at my last 2 videos. There's a $7,500 buy on there. When the stock was in the 4. So I am not playing around, and I've been buying this stock for freaking the last year and a half or so. So yes, I've had to cost average down a lot, but I stay highly motivated because I know the valuation right now is absolutely insane and we can go a lot higher. Once again, my name is Kyle. Hope you have a great day.